the jungle, baby. You're gonna die. Oh my God.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, we all know what we're here for, and it's over my shoulder as the tournament continues to wind down and these 19 men fight for a chance to hold the prestigious Revolution World Championship. Ooh, I'll tell you what, the first three pre-qualifier rounds definitely took the icing on the cake. You even had an upset in the mix of those three matches. And Man, it's already starting to get good. Now, let's go ahead and take a quick look at the bracket here. I'm still going to update it and repost it. Everyone knows if you take a look here, NDT, his name is big because he was a replacement for Toaster unfortunately, Toaster couldn't be in the tournament no more. Let's look at the outside of the 3 pre-qualifiers on this past Friday's show. A-List gets the win over Rick Lee. He goes on to face Landfield. And then down here, the big upset everyone's talking about, TK3 and Brody Blaze. Brody, who is a predictions guy, has stepped in here and beat a regular promo, judge-based promo artist. He moves on to the next round. He would be facing the Heathen. You also have over here, you had 7 in Purge. 7 got the nod. He goes on. Everyone, unfortunately knows that Mr. Haywood had to step out of the tournament due to personal reasons. And I've already announced that 7 would be moving on. 7 will be going on to the next round. Let's go ahead and bring it on up. He will be going on to that next. I think the way I got this broke down is it's booked all the way up to the 17th. And we'll be down to our last 4 guys. And then we're going to take a week off because one of my judges has a work thing. And then when we come back, we'll finish up the tournament. And then the winner of that will face Harry at the fight of Revolution Honor Champions, the cross pay-per-view that we're doing with VOH, to determine who's going to get to hold this Revolution World Championship. Let's go ahead and see what we got going on over here in the comments. There you go. That's someone who is in the tournament, one half of our tag team champions, Mr. Landfield, who's hungry. Well, let's go ahead and kick this thing off and get it started. Let's not hold up tonight.
Ladies and gentlemen, it is Zero Dark Tuesdays, and tonight is the Sweet Evolution of Revolution Tournament. Tonight, 7 was supposed to take on Hollywood Haywood. I earned my spot, and I defeated Purge for my right to face Hollywood Haywood here in the Sweet Evolution of Revolution Tournament in what should have been a main event caliber match. But that match is not taking place here tonight. No. Because Hollywood Haywood had to back out due to unforeseen circumstances beyond his control. So what does management do? They say, 7, you have advanced to the next round. Instead of finding me an opponent to face here tonight, they just let me move on to the next round. While most promo artists would be okay with moving on to the next round without having to lift a finger. And quite frankly, 7, he's irritated. He is pissed off by the fact. Because ever since I came back here to the Revolution, ever since I made it known that I was going to be in this tournament, I told each and every one of you guys in the back, management, fans, that I was here on the path of redemption to redeem myself, to fight my way to the top and earn my spot. And how the hell am I supposed to earn my spot when I don't have nobody to face here tonight and they just let me skate on by? So quite frankly, yes, I am a little bit pissed off because it defeats my purpose, what I've been telling each and every one of you. You see, with each victory that 7 has over his opponents, he takes a piece of their essence to shape, to mold me into something better where I can adapt and evolve into something great. See, Revolution, I mean every word I said, that I am here to prove myself as a worthy competitor, to prove myself as a hard-working promo artist to get a shot at that title. So I'm going to say, fine, I move on to the next round. Just know this, NDT, Josh Steele, whoever moves on to the next round to face me, you better come to the match. I hope you come to bring a fight because 7 is ready to fight. After sitting out tonight, I am more determined. I am more determined to put on the fight of my life. I am ready for a fight. I don't care if it's NDT. I don't care if it's Josh Steele. You better bring a fight because I'm angry. I am ticked off because I did not earn my spot in the next round. That's okay. It's fine, because that means I'm going to have to prove myself even more. I'm going to have to do more work to show all the fans, all the guys, the judges, how determined I really am. So Josh Steele, NDT, best of luck to whoever, and I'll see you in the next round of the Sweet Evolution of Revolution Tournament, and you will enter the Asylum.
Well. It's a major nightmare. I wait and take you guys down one by one. Dawn, you're gonna solve it with the evil one. I am ready to win it. In this tournament, I will muscle myself forward and win this damn tournament. I am the nightmare on the marathon. You see me, I can give to you is murder and send you to hell because I am your worst nightmare. Your nightmare will start now. And your dreams will be over when I say it's over. Dawn, you're not going to win because I am taking you down limb by limb with your bones in half because you are not going to make it out alive.
Revolution, round 1 of the tournament for the villain will be the American Nightmare. Now, American Nightmare, I'm going to make this short, sweet, to the point because this is going to show how much of a threat I see you really are. You, my friend, are not anything to be trifled with. I've seen you out and about in other promo organizations doing great things, but you, my friend, are not on the villain's level. You are still not even on the level of the Purge and all those other weak competitors that I have beaten in the past. You sat here in your hype, you said, I need to watch out for you. You even pulled out a samurai sword and still had it sheathed by thinking that it was going to intimidate me. But yet, you, my friend, have no idea what those shadows that you live in do for me. Because I was born in those shadows, like I have said multiple times in the past. I grow strength in it. And if you do not watch out, those shadows are going to turn against you. Now, Revolution, I understand imitation is the sincerest form of flattery. But yet, if you think about it, isn't it funny how you have guys like TK3 who will sit here and imitate anybody he can, thinking it would give him the edge for a victory, but yet he loses. And then you get the American Nightmare who thinks he is Cody Rhodes, and then he also starts to think he can live in the shadows and imitate me. Now, I know I am not the one that is going to intimidate him, but what I'm going to do is I'm going to tell him what I'm going to do. Now, Nightmare, I'm going to give you a quick rundown of my track record. I am a former inaugural tag team champion here in the Revolution with Little Sweet. I am also a former Outbreak champion. The only reason why I lost in this tournament last year was because of a popular vote. Which means, yes, I know I'm not a popular superstar here in the promo world, in the Revolution. But I am damn sure not going to let anybody take this tournament away from me this time. So what I want you to do is run back with your tail tucked between your legs like a scared little puppy where the revolution found you. And never think about stepping foot here until you think you have come to our level, that you have surpassed the level of my expectation, because we all know you have just come up a little bit short.
So now we got American Nightmare versus Villain. This one, I'm not gonna put that much into it, but I will say this: American Nightmare, you do have a style, and you have potential to move further. You just got to take good use of the time. You left 3 minutes out there on the table. Those 3 minutes are very vital. But in that 1 minute, you did let people know that you were focused and you were ready to try to take on this tournament head on. And then the villain, in true villain fashion, villain does what he does best. He comes out, he talks in riddles, he talks methodically, but he delivers a message that he needs to say. And with this one, no beating around the bush. It's villain's gonna win just because the American Nightmare didn't use all his time. He left too much time on the table. Your winner, Villain.
Villain versus Nightmare. Right, let's start with Villain. Villain comes out and he looks a bit intimidated to me. You know, he's looking all over the place, right? He's not making no eye contact. None. He's just... also, there's 2 points, at least a minimum of 2 that I counted, where there's clear cuts, which means his promo wasn't shot consecutively. He had to cut it and then reshoot. So you always lose points when you do that for me, right? So it's basically 3 mini promos spliced together at that point. Not much of a narrative, really, outside of making excuses to why he lost in the last tournament. Really, enough of his achievements as being an inaugural tag team champion, and just saying that his opponent hasn't got a chance, which is like I said, a very common theme of people just saying how they're going to run through their opposition. And then he says that the shadows that his opponent brings, and then we get the Bane thing, where it's like, I was born in the shadows, molded by it, you know, all that good jazz, right? But he doesn't really say anything. It's making it hard to judge because no one's really saying much. Like, he just comes out, he has his hood up. He's in portrait mode as well, which, come on, man. Like, come on. You used to be champion, right? You know, he puts his opponent in the same below the category of purge, and so he puts other people down in the process of trying to put his opposition down. Basically paints his opponent as being nothing but the toilet break. The mid card at best, and that anything he brings, he can't be intimidated by it. He controls the darkness. It was pretty generic, to tell you the truth. Didn't impress me. The eye contact wasn't on point at all. Presentation was lacking with it being in portrait mode. And he broke kayfabe, talking about promos and talking about, you know, polls on the page and stuff like that. So let's talk about his opponent. The Nightmare. My guy has it in landscape. So he has you beat in presentation right off the bat. He doesn't break kayfabe. The man comes out here and talks about breaking bones and sending you to hell. He looks like he wants it. Looks like he's ready for a fight. He looks fired up. It was a shorter promo, like a minute? But I would say his 1 minute had more fire, had more substance, had more passion than the 4 minutes of his opponent did. So I'm giving the win to Nightmare. And that's my vote.
All right, Villain versus Nightmare. Villain, man, I've known you for a long time. Always enjoy watching your promos. This promo really was no different, man. You had a lot of good impact insults. You had some callbacks, which was also nice. As far as feedback goes, man, the only thing I can say is sometimes when you cut your promo, specifically in this one, it almost sounds like you don't know what you're trying to say and you're just talking. Like your mouth is going faster than your mind is, if that makes sense. But again, overall, man, it was a great promo, and I could definitely see you moving far in this tournament. And then as far as Nightmare goes, one thing about you, Nightmare, that I really enjoyed was your energy, your motion. It kind of reminded me of an old school wrestler doing an old school promo with Mean Gene opening at his side, and you got the hand movements, and you got the body, you got the swagger, and that's something that I always enjoy. So great job with your promo as well. Again, unfortunately, due to time, I'm going to go ahead and give the win to Villain. Congratulations, Villain. Nightmare, you just unfortunately didn't utilize all your time that was allotted, whereas Villain did. So congratulations, Villain. As far as my vote goes, you should be moving on to the next round of the tournament.
Well, that was a very impressive match. Good showing from both guys. I still love the judge feedback breakdown live. It's something special because you get more of an explanation why people vote the way they vote, and I think it helps people understand more. As I said, we're going to try to keep that going on our big pay-per-views. We're always going to try to have a live judging broadcast in a sense. So congratulations, Villain. You move on. Let's see. You move on in the tournament as you still spread the bracket back up here. That would put Villain moving on. So over Nightmare. So he's going to end up facing the winner of whoever wins between JD and Gunshot, which is tonight. I believe, if I'm not mistaken, I have that as the last match, the main event. So next up is NDT and Steel. We all know that Steel ended up also, unfortunately, had to back out of the tournament. This side, that side of the tournament has just not had a whole lot of luck. It's just been unfortunate stuff. It's just been happening. So, as we said, we have to just move on because we're not trying to hold the tournament up. So, as you know, NDT will go on to the next round. But I still got promos from both these guys, and I still got judges' feedback from both from these guys. So I'm gonna let you still watch it all and hear it all. So here's NDT versus Steel in the Evolution or Revolution tournament.
Revolution is me, it's NDT, and tonight I am up against Just Steel in the Evolution of Revolution tournament. Now, people have been asking me, why did I do what I done? Why did I take out Tunster Damas? Well, we need to go back for that, don't we? Back to when the lifeblood was around, because I came into the lifeblood thinking that it was a brotherhood, but I found out that it wasn't. Because what damn happened still? What the fuck happened? What did you do? You and your so-called partner, Jay fucking Briggy. What did you do? You saw talent, you headhunted me, you harassed me, you beat me. And what did I do? I succumbed. And then I thought, yeah, with a little bit of guidance and a little bit of training, we could hold all the gold. We could hold revolution. But what did you do? You got fucking scared of what was gonna happen. And that made you jealous. That made you wary. So you kept me in the back. You kept me on the fucking sidelines. Why? Because you knew that if I ever had a focus and a real chance, that I would surpass you and I would beat you and Briggy. That is what damn scared you, wasn't it? And that is why I took out Tonstadamus. Because me and you are not finished. Me and you are not even anywhere near done. Because when I am finished with you tonight, you are going out of this tournament. You are going to be taken like a fucking Melvin that you actually are. And you are not going to even get a chance to go any further because you took my fucking dream and now it's my turn to take yours. It is my turn to take everything from you. Because still, war, you are gonna be under new fucking management. You are going to be under the management of ND fucking T. And there's not a damn thing that you or any of your cronies will be able to fucking do about it because we are the elite. We are the elite fucking empire.
Greetings and salutations, you filthy, smurf-hating bastard. And welcome to the end of the line, NDT. You see, here tonight, it's time. It's time that you face judgment. It's time that you finally reap the seeds that you have sown. And I just hope you're truly ready, because I'm about to get it on and popping like Orville Redenbacher in this motherfucker. Trust and believe that. You see, NDT, here tonight, we stand at the precipice of change. Here tonight, we stand on the dawning of a new age. And it's fitting yet ironic, because so many years ago, when I started my career standing in this ring across from you, so many years ago, I began my legacy by snatching the crown off your naive little head, Gypsy Prince, and countless times, I've beaten you since. And tonight will be no different. You see, I am simply going to rip your hopes and dreams asunder. I'm going to drag you from pillar to post, dominating, decimating you, because you are still the same insignificant speck that I've beat 1,000 times. You are still the same miserable wreck, the same spineless insect who can't find his evolution. You don't learn. You don't grow. Quite frankly, you come out here looking like the love child of Uncle Fester and Glacier, running your mouth, bumping your gums, talking yourself into circles like this is bondage BBC TV, spewing off more lies and false facts than Big Pharma, desperately hoping that all that passion and all that heart will hide the fact that you have no true skills, you have no true abilities. Hell, the moniker NDT, no damn talent, is kind of your thing now.
I mean, let's be real. You've got less personality than you do credibility. And while your performances of late, it has been the very epitome of instability. Now, I don't know if you're cracked out like Cobain or coked up like Khan, but you're out your goddamn mind if you think you have the verbal agility or the mental ability or even the resiliency to step in this ring and outlast and outshine me. Here tonight, I'm going to break you. I am going to break you. I'm going to grind you down, roll you up, and smoke your ass 1, 2, 3.
All right, so as far as Josh Steele versus NDT, I think this is going to be a really good example of is that the nukes coming? I think this is going to be a really good example of what I was talking about earlier with time. So Josh Steele, aside from his intro, submitted a 2-minute and basically 45-second long promo. NDT, aside from his quick little intro, submitted more or less almost a 4-minute promo. However, while NDT, I love the visual of his, I like the red look, it makes him look very menacing, and I love the callback to like the past. With Josh Steele, his promos are just so smooth, and his insults and the things that he say, I love it. I mean, he is like an on-point promo artist. I mean, he's very talented. And although he didn't use as much of his time as NDT did, ultimately I feel that NDT's promo just wasn't as good as Josh Steele. So my vote goes to Josh Steele. Congratulations, Josh Steele.
Okay, so here we go. We got Josh Steele, the Fight Night champion, taking on your man NDT. And I done watched NDT for a while. NDT has been improving and improving and improving. And he brought a lot at Josh Steele this time. And I'm not gonna lie, NDT had my attention for once, from beginning to end, and he put out a great promo. But his focus was still so far in the past on how the lifeblood left them high and dry. You know, it kind of hurt him more than it helped him. Now, for Josh Steele does what Josh Steele does best. He takes his time and he literally takes you apart piece by piece by piece. And he did nothing different than that with NDT. You know, he shows the world why he deserves the title that he's holding, why he holds that golden opportunity, and why he's trying to finish this so he can become basically, I guess, the man with the automatic shot at the title whenever he wants it. So, I'm not going to push this out any further. My vote goes to Josh Steele.
This was a good match. This was by far the best match of the card. This match has the iron seal of approval all over it, right? This was good. So let's start with Steele. This was a great promo. This is what I'm talking about. The man comes out with all the confidence in the world, right? His wordplay is absolutely stellar. His fluidity is top tier. He never misses a beat. Everything he says has purpose behind it, has weight behind it. It's a really well-constructed promo, and it's just does it with ease. So it makes everything he says more believable because you can see the confidence he has in himself and that he really believes in what he's saying. And if he believes in what he's saying, then I believe in what he's saying. It was very tidy, very well put together. The presentation was nice, a bit too far away from my liking, but that's more of a personal, subjective thing. I prefer to see people a bit closer to the camera, half because I'm blind as fuck. But that's beside the point, right? Steele did what he did really damn well. He utilized the history between him and his opponent well. He put himself over and sold himself as winner of the match, and he didn't break kayfabe. He told the tale. He verbally illustrated what he was going to do in the ring to his opposition, and he did so very well. Going to drag him from pillar to the post. He's going to do this. He's going to do that. Because we don't get to go in the ring and actually have a match, what Steele did, what a lot of people don't do in Revolution, is he told the story of the match. Told me what he's going to do to his opponent, how he's going to beat him, how he's going to hurt him, how he's going to destroy him. And it was well done. That's the sort of stuff I'm looking for. You know, he played the character Steele, spoke about a match coming up, and how he's going to break his opponent in the ring. Absolutely phenomenal work. Great job. So let's talk about NDT again. This went a different way. He did it was a different style. Without doubt, NDT had more intensity. He was close to the camera. The red was a little much. It was a bit washed out in certain parts of his face. And it was a bit too empowering. If you're going to use a different light, it needs to empower the presentation, not just, it needs to empower it, not overpower it. And that's what happened with NDT. But he told the story of the history as well, about how he felt betrayed by Steele, how Steele had wronged him, how he took stuff from him. What I didn't like a bit about this narrative, though, was it sounded a lot like making up excuses. I'm not here because of you. I didn't get to where I'm at because of you. You know, if you really had the will, the skill, the desire, you know, the passion, the fire to get there, you would have made it there regardless to who was in your way. So I feel like you could have tidied your narrative up a bit there. The second half of your promo, though, was the best. Like, once you got about 2 minutes, 40 seconds in, you really started to pick up the pace, and I really started to enjoy it. It's just the most intense I've ever seen you perform. And I think if you just tidy up your acting a little bit, your delivery a little bit, and try and really latch on to those impactful moments, it will land a lot harder. But an absolutely great job. And I've seen a lot of your promos, and this is probably one of the better ones I've ever seen you perform. So the win does go to Steele, and I would give Steele the promo of the night, personally. That was a standout performance for me. Like I said, iron seal of approval. Take it or leave it, right? But great job by both. Really enjoyed this match. Good job, guys. Well done, honestly, both of you.
There you have it. As I said, that's the feedback from the judges. But unfortunately, Josh Steele has had to drop out of the tournament. It will be NDT that will be moving on to the next round. Congratulations, NDT. Now, if I'm not mistaken, he'll be taking on 7. That's how it plays out in the tournament. All righty, guys. Well, as you all know, as I had talked about, the whole point of this tournament is to win the Revolution World Championship. And as I said, that will take place at our cross-promotion show with VOH. The winner of this tournament will face Harry there. And the winner will get this beautiful title. Don't forget, that is in March. It's going to be a kick-ass pay-per-view. I can just about guarantee it. Every championship in the Revolution will be on the line. Speaking of championships, a couple of matches have been added outside of the Evolution and Revolution tournament for the next couple of shows coming up. This Friday, you will have a number 1 contendership between Jeff Sweet and the former Outbreak champion, Sarge. This will be a number one contendership for the Fight Night Championship. We'll go on to be able to face Josh Steele at a future pay-per-view for the Fight Night Championship. Also, next Tuesday, it's been named the Sweet Destruction, the tag team newly formed between Big Sweet, the former World Revolution champion, and the newcomer JD the Destroyer, will be taking on the tag team of the Elite Empire of NDT and the Purge. And the winner of that will be the number one contender for the Revolution World Tag Team Championships, currently held by the Proving Ground, the tag team of Bossellini and Landfill. We are finally here. We are at our main event. We're going to end the night here. This is going to be Gunshot versus JD. Good luck to whoever moves on, and hope you enjoyed the show.
Some call me a renegade, the enemy. Throw your hands up if you feel the same.
JD the Destroyer. Tonight it is me versus you in the first round of the Evolution or Revolution tournament. And you see, JD, you are nothing more than a liar, because every time you come on this screen, you call yourself the voice of the Revolution, and that is nothing but a lie. Because in order to be the voice of the Revolution, you have to be the Revolution World Heavyweight Champion, and you are not the Revolution World Heavyweight Champion. So you know what, JD? That makes you nothing more than a liar. But that's not the only thing that you lied about. Heading into a hype in this match, you lied by saying this.
Pull you up, and I'm gonna fucking smoke your ass. And I'm gonna move on in the Sweet Evolution of Revolution tournament. Like I said, it's gonna be a normal night for me, because I do that shit all the time.
And you see, JD, that is nothing but a lie. Because all you do every time you get on this screen is you wrap up loss after loss after loss after loss after loss. Honestly, JD, you will never be good enough to be the Revolution World Heavyweight Champion. The only title that you will ever be good enough to hold is a plastic kid's belt like this one. Because if you held the Outbreak title or the tag team title, you would ruin that title. You will never be good enough to hold anything else but that little kid's plastic belt. Because honestly, JD, even you admitted that you're nothing more than a loser and this hype right here. But you...
Soon, other than your ass whipping, is my first victory here in the Revolution.
You didn't just say that once in that hype. You admitted that twice, that you were a loser. That's all you ever will be to the Revolution, is a loser. You are nothing more than a shit promo artist. The low-hanging fruit of the promo world. The bottom of the barrel talent. Because every time you will try to climb back up that mountaintop, you will be kicked straight down to the bottom where you rightfully belong. Because you see, JD the Destroyer, all you are is nothing more than a jobber to the Revolution. Because what the fuck was this hype right here?
The one who will pull you out of your world.
Wow, coming on here acting like a dollar store version of Jason Voorhees, like we're supposed to be terrified of that. Honestly, JD, you literally suck. You come on here with lackluster bullshit effort every time you cut a promo, then it puts everybody to sleep. Because watching a JD the Destroyer promo, it's like taking a dose of sleeping pills, except the JD the Destroyer promo will put you to sleep faster than taking a dose of sleeping pills will. Honestly, JD, I'm so tired of every time you come on here, it's lackluster bullshit after lackluster bullshit. You put in no intensity, you put in no effort, and honestly, you ain't even worth the damn to mention that long. Cause tonight, it's lights out for you, bitch, cause you just got buried.
Keep on. Just keep fucking doing it. Make me knock your whole fucking head off. Somebody's always starting shit that I'ma have to finish. In my life, I'm like a landmine and you a dancing menace. Always stepping all up over me, pushing all my buttons, talk a million words up in my ear and never saying nothing. Always wanting something out of me and never giving back. Never caring that you bother me, you oughta get a slap. My blood pressure's high enough to kill me as it is. I'm running with a short wick and hear you all up in my biz. Aggravation, agitation, my levels rise when I unload and finally explode. Don't act surprised like you never seen it coming. All my warning whistles blowing, anger growing, no controlling when I'm steamrolling. I get mad, I'ma fuck you up. It's me and you, motherfucker. I'ma fuck you up. Get the fuck out now. I'ma fuck.
How you doing? What's up? What's good, Revolution? Here we are in the first round of the sweet Evolution of Revolution tournament. Now, Gunshot, you said in a hype leading up to this event that you were going to out-promo me. There ain't no fucking way, son, that you're going to out-promo the voice of the revolution, JD the Destroyer. Do you know what the definition of destroy is, Gunshot? Because I do. It's to put an end to the existence of something by damaging or attacking it, and that's exactly what's going to happen to you here tonight. But hey, I don't book the matches. Nah, I just whip the asses. You're not a better promo artist than me. You won't win here tonight, and I'm going to tell you why. Because I didn't need Mad Anarchy to hold my fucking hand. I didn't ride in anyone's coattails or hide in anybody's shadow to get to where I am today. No, you see, I got knocked down. I got back up and I kept moving, and most importantly, I did it on my own, Gunshot. Okay, you said in your third hype promo against Gypsy on December 27th, 2022, that when you started doing this in 2019, you had no idea what the hell you were doing, and it's pretty clear that you still don't, because you fucked around and you got yourself booked in a match with JD the Destroyer. And you know what? I hope you brought the only Messiah that matters with you here tonight, because otherwise you don't stand a fucking chance. You see, when I watched that hype, that's when I knew that I was better than you, because you ran around the E-Fed world and searched for help. I did this all by myself, okay? That's what makes me revolutionary. That's what makes me the voice of the revolution. And that's why I'm gonna win tonight, Gunshot. What do you got on me? The fact that I used to wear a coat that was just a little too big for me, my 2 losses. Well, if that's all you got for artillery, you're outgunned here tonight, Gunshot. You see, confidence is something that I've never lacked. I didn't choose this. Nah, I was born for this. You think you're fucking special because you were the only guest on the smoking section who didn't have their intro played? The only spoiler, anarchist, Gunshot, is that you're getting your fucking ass handed to you, and I'm moving on in the sweet Evolution of Revolution tournament. And people call me arrogant. I say damn right. You see, I tried to focus solely on things that you've done for the revolution, but the problem with that is you haven't done shit for this company. We ain't on the same level, Gunshot. 2 different calibers. Alright, I'm high-powered hollow tip ammunition speeding towards your ass. You're a BB gun, couldn't even shoot my fucking eye out, kid. Alright? You're built to wash other dudes' draws. I'm built for destruction. We are not the same. Point blank fucking period. I'm getting mad. I'm getting frustrated while I'm sitting here filming this. I'm tired of outsiders coming into my fucking company and thinking that they can be something here. Seriously, I'm about to smash my camera, so if the judges could go ahead and do the voice of the revolution, JD the Destroyer, a favor, and judges match so he could move on to bigger and better things, that would be great. Now, Gunshot, take this loss with a grain of salt. You'll be something one day. Maybe here in the revolution, even. Not as long as I'm around, no. See you later, Gunshot.
All right, so as far as the Destroyer versus Gunshot, I actually enjoyed both of these promos from both of these men. The Destroyer, I'm not too familiar with him. I haven't actually seen a Destroyer promo I don't think I've ever actually seen a Destroyer promo, to be honest with you. But I was impressed. The dude had a lot of strong, impactful things to say. He came across as someone you really don't want to mess with, someone that you don't want to run into in a back alley somewhere. So I was impressed with his overall character. As far as something that I could maybe say to help improve your overall promos going forward would be just to add a little bit more energy. Yeah, I don't want to use the word lackluster, but it didn't feel, there wasn't a lot of energy, and if you're going to watch somebody talk for 3-4 minutes, you want to be able to be entertained. And obviously you got the words, man, but just have a little bit more flow, a little bit more emotion. Just, you were saying that you were angry, you were mad, but I didn't really feel like you were mad. You're just, I'm angry, I'm mad. Just have a little bit more emotion, a little bit more energy when you do your promo. So, but overall, great promo words wise. And then you have Gunshot. Gunshot, man, Gunshot had a lot of energy. And actually, Gunshot, I feel like you had almost too much energy. It almost seemed like you weren't taking a breath in between what you were saying, like you just one long run-on sentence, man. Kind of chill back a little bit. I love the energy. I love the hype. I love the words that you were saying, man. Some of the insults you were throwing out there were great. But just kind of chill back a little bit, you obviously have the energy, you have the emotion. Take a breath. It's okay to take a breath and just, kind of think out what you're going to say it, and make it a little bit more impactful. Because if you say something really strong and then go right into your very next sentence, like instantly, give the listener or the watcher a chance to actually absorb what you said and to comprehend what you said before you start speaking your next, 5, 7, whatever it is that you're saying. Another good thing about your promo that I really liked, Gunshot, was the past callbacks to the past. You included clips from some of Destroyer's past promos. Loved it. I'm a fan of that. However, I do think you might have added a couple too many. If you add too many, then it kind of distracts from the overall promo. It's good to have 1, maybe 2 at most, but once you start getting to 3 and more, I personally feel like it's distracting. It kind of feels like, all right, are we watching you promo, or are we just watching you pull a bunch of clips together, But again, overall, Gunshot, I really enjoyed your promo. I thought you had some awesome insults in there. This match was pretty close to me, and ultimately what it's going to come down to is time limits. You take the intros out of it, you take the intros away from what you guys submitted, and the Destroyer submitted a 4-minute promo, which is, I believe, what you're supposed to do, whereas Gunshot only submitted a 3-minute promo. So, time limits aren't an automatic disqualification, but if you're going to be short, your promo better be damn good. And while your promo was good, the Destroyer's also was excellent. So I'm going to go ahead and give the victory to the Destroyer on the basis that his promo, he followed the timeline. So congratulations, Destroyer, you're moving on.
Okay, so we get Gunshot versus JD the Destroyer. Both of them had a similar style with what they wanted to do, I guess. But I looked at what Gunshot was doing. Gunshot was coming out, and he was focused so much on the past problems of JD Destroyer that it didn't seem like he actually knew anything that was currently going on with JD the Destroyer. And it's the same with JD Destroyer and Anarchy. Gunshot, can't call him Anarchy because they're 2 different styles there. I did like the fact that JD the Destroyer came and took the shots at Gunshot, talking about him that he needed to go find the Messiah, the pint-sized protagonist. He had to go find Anarchy and hope that Anarchy can help rebuild his career while he did everything on his own, which is truly revolutionary, which is something that some promo artists look at and say, okay, you did this on your own, and that's a big thing. And with some promo artists, you have to look at it it's not the fact that you get help. It's the fact that you get help and you deliberately show that it's help that you got that's getting you to where you are. So me personally, I'm going to go with JD the Destroyer, because a person that can admit his flaws, admit his, that he made mistakes and move forward and push forward and show that he could do it on his own is revolutionary. And I say he moves on to the next round.
Okay, Revolution, it is your Iron Judge speaking, and we have JD versus Killshot. Now, these promos are quite similar. They both had the same tactic. They both pulled from the hypes that their opponents dropped and used that as a foundation for their promos. The difference was, one of them did it well, and one of them didn't. So, let's talk about Killshot. First of all, Killshot, your presentation was lacking. The top of your head kept on cutting out on your green screen, and you were standing far too far away. Like, look, if you're going to use a green screen, at least do it right. Now, it wasn't glitching or anything, but it's not a good look seeing you stood so far away, and every time you step forward, the top of your head disappears into the background. What, you're going to the match with missing the top of your skull? It's just not a good look. Now, Killshot, I liked what you tried to do. You went with the shit-talking angle, which is a good angle, I guess, if you're into that sort of thing. And you pulled up visuals of the hypes dropped by your opponent. Nice touch. The problem you had was, you didn't say anything. And this is becoming a pattern. You didn't say anything. Not really. You spent your entire promo not really saying anything. Just saying how much your opponent sucked. How much JD sucked. That he was the jobber. That he was this. There's a big problem with just putting down your opponent this way. By not elevating him, you're putting yourself into a bit of a corner. Because if you lose, you look like an absolute twat. That's the issue you have. And if you win, so what? You just said he was a jobber, that he's beneath you, right? So it doesn't really help you. But you didn't really tear him down enough to even validate it. You didn't bring up any real points of contention to make me believe that your opponent is nothing. So before I'd even got to watch his promo, because I watched yours first, I'm thinking, this guy's promo better be a jobber level promo. Based on what you're saying. Because if it's not, that's going to hurt you. So I'm expecting trash when I launch the next promo. And it wasn't trash. So that really hurt the credibility and believability of your work, because you had set me up to watch something terrible. And it wasn't. You see the problem? But I liked your energy. You know, you wasn't stuttering. Sometimes you repeated yourself a bit. And there was a clip you used when you said, look, you even say you're a loser in this clip. And here it is.
Because honestly, JD, even you admitted that you're nothing more than a loser and this type right here. But you
soon, other than your ass whipping, is my first victory here in the Revolution. And I'm sorry, I don't hear him saying he's a loser in that clip. So did you get, I don't know if you got the clip wrong, but I had to listen to it like 4 or 5 times. I still didn't catch it. So I don't know what was going on there. But let's move on to, let's move on to JD. So JD did it much better than you did. He, his visual style was much cleaner. It wasn't far away. He was closer to the camera. I liked the effects. It was what it needed to be. It wasn't overkill, but he had some really nice metaphorical wordplay. His delivery was solid. Lines like, if that's your artillery, then you're outgunned. He had some really, really strong wordplay on display, which really elevated him against Killshot. He vocally battered Killshot, to be honest. He vocally eviscerated him. If you was to compare the two in terms of vocal content, then, yeah, Killshot was shooting blanks in this one. He had no promo bars. Now, kayfabe is dead in this match, and I've just learned to accept that. But just for everyone watching, just know, if you stick to kayfabe, I will value your promo higher, right? But neither of these guys did. So, it's fine. Similar style for both, but Killshot got outgunned. Your winner is JD by a long mile. Like, wasn't close.